So first of all, I would like to thank newsncr, Ms. Ekta Raman, for making me a part of this global community as we celebrate International Literacy Day today, 8th of September, such an important day when UNESCO thought about it and started the first International Literacy Day in 1967. Talking about literacy, we all know is a fundamental right, and it is such an important foundational skill for all knowledge, for all our movement forward. Literacy defines my world, because the limits that I have to my language are the limits to my world. Such is the importance of literacy in any individual's life. And we've seen that ever since this 8th of September has come in, literacies have evolved. We talked about literacy, reading and writing, we started with that. And today when I look at literacy, we talk about multiple literacies. We talk about reading, writing, but the patterns have changed. We not only read in print or on paper, we are reading blogs, we are reading vlogs, we are reading emojis, we are reading all kinds of technological, digital media available to us. So I'll say today when we talk about literacy, we are talking about multiple literacies. And children of today, when we say literate, we say multiliterate. So as an educationist, I would again say that literacies we talk today, and it's very, very important for us all to be knowing that this is a skill which is going to kind of set the tone for the future learning of any child, and we educators need to invest into this. Foundational literacy, as our national education policy says, asks for children to be engaged in, children to be supported, so that their foundation in literacy becomes so strong so that the future years of learning are taken care of. Because I think all educators will agree that the children performing in science, in any other subject when we look at, is a literacy which to a great extent defines their progress and performance. So important is the use of literacy. Literacy, I'll say that this is also contextual. It's a product of society, and that is how it evolves. And we talk today about multiple literacies. The other thing which I want to talk about literacy is that literacy, as literate a person is, he is very good with communications, right? And when we talk about collaboration, when we talk about international brotherhood, when we talk today about international dialogues, it is literacy that plays a great, great role in that. So literacy defines what kind of a person, my inner self, my outer self. It defines both of them, right? Because I evolve internally, I refine inwards as much as I read, as much as I kind of connect myself with what is being said world around, and who are the people who are making new impactful discoveries, inventions. So what I understand is that literacy has become all the more important today. But at the same time, the other point which I want to bring in is we need to value languages. And on this day, we also need to look at the kind of languages which are getting extinguished. So how do we focus on those languages which are, kind of now restricted to very few people? Because when we say that a language that is recognized is the one at least should be spoken by more than 10,000 people. And when we read the researches, there are also, certain languages are spoken by a very, very small group of people, and those languages are getting extinguished. So when I look at the Indian scenario, our own country, I would like to put forward one point, that the children need to appreciate all languages. And when our national education policy is talking about multiple languages, that's again appreciation of our languages available with us, of the mother tongue that the children have with them. So they shouldn't shy away from languages. They should respect all languages. And a language lives only when it is spoken. And we should take pride in speaking our own languages and make our own contribution. And if I talk about the UN SDG goal number 4, which again talks about quality education. So the basis of quality education is language literacy. That is why it is focused so much more. And as an individual, again, I think we need to be looking at what kind of policies, what kind of practices, what kind of collaborations we bring in. So there is spreading this literacy to one and all, because not only child literacy or the youth literacy, we're talking about adult literacy as well. Or adults need to be literate. But if you look at the scenario around, you find there's a big percentage which is still not literate. So if we own this responsibility, and we who can make a difference, maybe to one individual, maybe to 5 individuals, we need to take some kind of an initiative and make a promise to ourselves and take an accountability that we who are in the field of education, how do we spread it further to our counterparts who are maybe in the remote areas, maybe do not have an access. And the other point which I want to make is when I talk about digital skills coming to literacy and the digital literacy, there's a great digital divide that is available. So many children have no access to this. So of course there are many ways that it has been looked at. Maybe some are using high technology, some are using low technology, some have no technology. So how do we try to bridge these gaps and reach all, that the children, adult, everybody has an access to literacy, and everybody grows further with their understanding. They further particularly explore their areas of interest. That happens only when you can read well, when you can understand, you can comprehend. So these all skills of literacy, I think each person to live with dignity and honor has to have literacy. So literacy is life. It adds so much value. It adds so much quality to everybody's life. So on this day, I myself also take a pledge that, though I have been doing it, that I'm going to extend my circle of spreading literacy to the people who are in my very immediate circle, the people coming to my home, the people in the neighborhood. Though I started this initiative of my own, but then I'm going to spread it and see what I, as an individual, can do spreading literacy. All the best to everyone, and my greetings and my best wishes to everybody who's making an effort to spread literacy. Thank you.